everyone, this is Archive of 12 here at Archive of Studios and Archive of 12 Plays, and today we continue our adventures on the RRW Gilidan on Star Trek Online with Stryder. In the last episode, Stryder managed to take her crew to the Gasco system, and we attempted to persuade the colonists that were living on an old abandoned Romulan space station to join the Romulan Republic. Unfortunately, that didn't go very well. We only got one guy for sure. His name is Hyven. He has joined my crew. We did manage to rescue the rest of the colonists from a sudden surprise attack by the Tal Shiar, but I don't know whether or not those colonists are going to be joining us. We did also get orders. I haven't accepted the orders yet because I was going to accept them here, so that way you guys know what we're doing. Timer wants us to go look for a new homeworld, and he's sent us to several different locations. Both the Federation and the Klingons are looking at the Romulan Republic as a potential superpower in the making, and they both have said that they would be willing to come to talks to speak with the Romulan Republic and Datan if we manage to find a homeworld. So that's our goal today, is to scout out a few systems and see what happens. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this.
Thanks to additional information from the colonists from Gasco and Helix, we've managed to identify several possible systems that could have planets for our colonization efforts. We'll need you to scan these systems, see if there is a suitable planet, and then explore said planet to confirm your findings. You're looking for what will be the future homeworld for the Romulans. We've also been told by Federation and Klingon officials that talks of an alliance could begin if we identify a suitable planet to colonize. Datan and I will be speaking with those officials while you're exploring. This could be the next big step in our fight for independence.
It most certainly will.
Greetings. I have...
Alright, well, let's head for the first system. To Golonding Core.
Initiating scan. Now. Preliminary reports are turning up negative, Captain. We could perform a more in-depth scan, but that could take nearly a week. Launching a satellite would allow us to monitor the area and move forward. Your orders?
Launch the satellite. Let's continue forward. All right. Before I forget, I'm going to go visit the USS Sally Ride in the Narendra system so that I can go pick her up. Whatever. I guess ships are normally called her. When I get to Admiral. None of these look very hospitable unless we want to live on Tatooine.
We can't get a clear reading from the planet that Timer specified. Our best option will be to drop out of warp and investigate the area. Are you ready?
Yes. Drop us into standard orbit.
Nausicaan ships, dead ahead. They were jamming our sensors. That's why we couldn't get a clear reading on this area. It's an ambush. They're hailing us. Probably to gloat. Pirates like these only care about scrapping the ship for parts and selling any survivors to the Orions. Should I open the channel?
Open the channel.
Romulans! Wonderful! It's been so long since I've had a chance to kill some of you green-blooded sneaks. Now show some garamba and fight like you mean it! You'll still die, but my crew could use the sport.
You are so hideous. You look like a cartoon character. Just straight up, what the hell is wrong with your face? Kev, go to Red Alert.
nothing better than killing one.
Who's doing what now?
Heads up. More Nausicaans on the way.
Apparently they didn't like the fact that I just owned their friend.
Where are you at?
You gotta survive first.
It's not Tal Shiar, it's the Nausicaans. What's next? Iconians? We were able to get a few scans of the planet during combat. It's no good. The wildlife is too hostile and the natural resources too few. That leaves us with one last system, the Dewa system. Dewa 3 shows some promise. We can leave orbit whenever you're ready.
Let's get out of here. The entire thing was a giant waste of time.
We have confirmation of a suitable planet! I'm patching us through to Tamer now. He'll want an update on the situation. I'll connect you as soon as you're ready.
Open a channel.
Excellent work. You should head to Dewa 3 and set up some orbital probes, and then beam down and investigate the surface. I'll set a course to the Dewa system and keep an eye out for any more Nausicaans. Dewa 3 is one of our last chances to find a habitable planet in this region. Good luck.
Understood. Kev, set a course.
Dewa 3. This could be the new Romulan homeworld. The radiation levels of this planet made it uninhabitable, but long-range surveys have detected drops in the toxicity over the past few years. Our orders are to deploy sensory probes to scan the planet, and, if they return positive, beam down for a closer look.
Understood. So what caused the radiation, I wonder? Interesting.
A real warrior never lets his prey escape.
No, you guys, really?
Really? Tracked us all the way to a new system?
Their friends couldn't beat us. These guys aren't going to do much better.
Nausicaans. I hope that's the last we've seen of them. The reports from the probes confirm that radiation levels have lowered on the planet. An away team without protective gear should be safe. There don't seem to be any civilizations down there either, but we'll have to beam down to explore the area further. Are you ready to transport? There are several teams that will beam down to other parts of the planet while we explore.
Alright, let's do it. Look at my little hodgepodge group of allies.
Wow. Look at this place. It's beautiful. Our orders from Tamer are to analyze the local wildlife, flora, and minerals, as well as any bit of radiation.
Let's move. I don't think I need my blast cannon for this.
Fascinating. The water is barely tainted by the planet's radiation.
That's a very eerie sound I'm hearing.
These creatures are fascinating. They seem to absorb the radiation around them. The high amount of lead in these rocks could be the reason for the lowered radiation levels. I'm detecting ancient and dilapidated structures nearby.
This is Tamer. I've arrived at the outer rim of the planet. I'll be keeping a watch on any Tal Shiar or Nausicaan signals. How is the initial search going down there?
This planet is amazing. We can't believe what we're seeing.
Truly, that is excellent news. We may just have our new home. I'll continue doing what I can from up here. Take your time down there and make sure nothing is overlooked. We can't have any doubt in declaring this our new homeworld.
Understood.
This plant displays remarkable similarity to the plants once found on Romulus.
Aww, so cute!
This fern seems to be resistant to the ambient radiation on this planet. It could be useful in treating radiation sickness. We should investigate that old bridge nearby when we're done with our scans.
It's a good idea.
What's that? Tholians. What are they doing here?
Well, that's not good. That's most definitely...
Tholians. Just what we needed. Tholians are known for not caring very much about us humanoids. I don't think they even know the difference between a Romulan and a Reman. The ship isn't detecting any more Tholian ships in orbit, but with our luck, that'll change. We should see what those Tholians are after. If this is going to be our planet, they can't take it from us.
Right. Let's go. Okay. Apparently I do need something a little bit heavier. That figures. It can't be easy, right? What is yours? Hey! Okay, granted, you did get here first, but I don't see any claim on this. Ow, they hurt!
The Tholians seemed interested in those rocks back there. Should we check it out?
Watch out! More Tholians inbound! More on the way, sir. Why are they so interested in this site?
Clearly.
No idea. We'll find out once we have a second.
Where are ya? Where are ya?
One more group inbound, and it looks like they're sending one of their commanders.
Good. Bring him. Maybe that'll show him what for. Where are you? There you are. Stupid crystalline spider. Crazy people. Have fun with those mines.
The Tholians wanted whatever is buried in those rocks. Let's see what's beneath them.
What is that?
There appears to be a sword fossilized in this accretion layer. Trying to scan it now. Wait, this is incredible! There's definitely a blade here, and its composition and size match those of Vulcan blades from about 1900 years ago. There are only a few examples of those weapons left. Most of them were destroyed during the time of Awakening.
Let's open a channel to Tamir to tell him about our findings and the Tholians.
Greetings. What have you found? Interesting. The sword could prove to be something unbelievable. Maybe even something made by Saharian. I'm concerned about the Tholians, and I'm beginning a full scan for any of their ships in orbit.
Who is Saharian?
Saharian was the greatest Vulcan weaponsmith who ever lived. He loved war, and created marvelous swords for the greatest warriors. After talking to Surak, however, he renounced all violence and never made another blade. 3 of his swords were taken by our people when they left Vulcan. 2 were lost during the journey, and the 3rd, as far as we know, it was lost with the homeworld. But if there's a sword from Saharian's era here, and other signs of habitation, this could be the sword of the Raptor Star, one of the missing swords. There was an expedition out in this region looking for it a few decades ago, but as far as I know, they never found anything. Maybe we've succeeded where they failed.
That's a lot of luck. Do you really think this could be the sword of the Raptor Star?
Anything is possible, but it will take a very long time to confirm if this is true or not. This could simply just be an old sword from a past civilization that lived here and nothing more. Regardless, I would prefer to hold out hope that this is somehow tied to us. Perhaps it is my pride simply getting in the way.
Understood. Should we contact Titan about this?
Yes, we should. Hold on! We're under attack. It's the Tholians. Go to red alert. All hands prepare for battle.
Tamir, how many are there?
Tamir has closed the channel, sir. I'll have the geode and blade transported to the science lab on board the ship. We should return as soon as possible. Tamir will need our help.
Let's get back up there. Gildan, 5 to beam up.
We managed to take out a few Tholian ships, but now we're trapped within one of their webs. There are more Tholians on the way. You've got to take out the nearby Tholians to get us out of here.
Understood. The Gildan will handle it. Man, that is a bright object. hate fighting the Tholians. They're so complicated. Always have so much bravado. Good.
Thank you. We don't have time to relax, however. I'm picking up a large Tholian ship leaving warp. Get ready. The Tholians have some of the most advanced technology in the quadrant, and they never back down. We'll need to work together to survive.
We're ready. The small one. Eating me alive. Woohoo!
Excellent work. Hopefully the Tholians will stay away. What did you find? Is it possible for us to colonize the planet? By the elements, a habitable planet and one of Saharian's lost blades? That could only mean that this planet must be one of the worlds our ancestors visited after the Sundering. I knew that their path could have taken them in this area, but I never... I'll have to speak to Mimic. She's always had an interest in our history. You should get to the Flotilla and speak to Datan. He'll want to know everything you've found.
I'll do that in a second. I have spoils of war to claim. Datan!
Jolan True, you found something incredible. This will be the new home of the Romulan Republic. It will be mol'rihan, New Romulus, and we will create a new way of life there. This is exactly what we needed to begin talks with the Klingons and the Federation at Khitomer. Unless you have any more questions, I would report to Tamer. I have many preparations to make.
How does this impact the Federation and the Klingons?
We will need allies to help with the colonization. It's likely that the Federation will be willing to help with this. We also cannot settle on New Romulus without the goodwill of the Klingons, given how close we are to their space. If they would be willing to lend us a small portion of their military might, we would be safer from the Tal Shiar. After that, if Empress Sela continues her attacks, she will be doing it against a new civilization, not a band of rebels. That will make all the difference.
Can you confirm the identity of the sword we found?
We don't know yet, but we do know it is as old as the Sundering and uses materials like those of the Vulcan swordmasters, so that narrows it down a bit. The Sundering tore our people apart, but it also unified the Romulans under a common cause: the preservation of our emotions and our freedom. If this is truly the sword of the Raptor Star, it could help to once again unify the Romulans under the cause of preserving the freedoms we hold dear.
I see. I'll go talk to Tamir. Excellent. All right. Tamir is on the ship, so I may as well just go talk to
Good
him.
work. I knew you were the right person for this job. It will take us a long time to analyze the sword you found. We have to be very careful with something like this. But even the possibility of finding the sword of the Raptor Star has given everyone on the flotilla hope for the future. Your role isn't done yet, however. Datan and I both want you to be with us for our next task. Meeting with the Federation, Klingons, and Empress Sela on Kittimer to talk about peace and the colonization of New Romulus. Greetings. I have 2 orders
Congratulations,
for you.
Centurion.
Well, exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.
We've made a breakthrough. We can't...
We'll deal with that next time. In the meantime, thank you for joining me. This is Archive 12, and I shall see you in the next video.